And we're here for part two of our artist spotlight for this wonderful Friday. I just wrapped up my 40-hour class here Making Monsters 101, and I had such a special time with everybody here, and I wanted you to meet my friend Bianca.
Hi guys.
Hey. Actually, let's start the right way.
Oh.
Can you hold that up?
I absolutely can. Shit.
Excellent. There you go. Take it towards the camera.
Down?
Yeah, right there. And over a little bit. Angle it up towards
there we go.
Right there, right there.
That's low tech, but we want you to see Bianca's information, and I think you'll understand why.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever need to contact me, you can reach me anyway through there. I respond quickly, so.
Beautiful. Come on back. Well, needless to say, when Bianca came in on Monday, she had some ideas and is a big fan, if I can speak for you, of H.R. Giger.
Yeah.
In this shop, I've got all kinds of Giger toys and all kinds of, I put my space jockey, my foam one from NECA, very close to Bianca to try to influence her and nudge her into Giger land. And something really special happened.
Yeah.
And let's see the references. Do you have your laptop?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you guys to see where she started this discussion.
You could
these
see
were the
them on
references.
there. But yeah, sort of started with the Giger statue. Mm-hmm. There's this alien.
Now she kind of got the jaw. She got this jaw from this Giger. I think the inspiration for that. Go walk that up to that. Let them see where you were looking. See that jaw, that proud jaw on that? I think she emulated that beautifully.
And these are some of the other original inspirations.
And while you're there, show the other ones as well.
But as you can see, my thing's kind of changed a bit. But that's where it started.
That's where it started. And let's talk about what changed. I think 1 or 2 days in, you start talking about Elf.
Yeah, I really liked the idea of the elf ears. I've always kind of loved elf ears. And I liked the idea of the angle with them, with the shape of the head. And,
the flow.
Yeah, everything we did. And then we got this nice little sort of leaf form that also was like, oh, okay, like maybe we'll do some petals. Maybe it'll be sort of like an elfish creature. And then it's sort of transformed into a like kind of fish creature. We put the fins and everything, but it definitely has like a little bit of all those inspirations in it, but I would definitely say it kind of ended on a sea monster sort of. Yeah,
it's a female hydrodynamic. You can imagine this character going through the water. I have to tell you the things that I love here. I did some brief tutorials about different patterns that might be more like scales and fishy kind of things, and she got some benefit in that. But the great thing about this is she got these beautiful soft female forms. Certainly a little bit of Giger inspiration for me in here when I look at it. I also see a little bit of your own countenance. I don't know if you were looking in the mirror or not, but nevertheless, I love that she left this soft feminine that carried on throughout the neck. We have a wonderful collarbone that has a little bit of extra arc to it. But notice that she's kept a lot of the show business here, and here, and here. She hasn't over-textured it and overworked it. She's kept what's beautiful. And you've got like this is a fine sponge texture?
Yeah.
Is it? And she's almost got no texture on the ears, which I think is kind of cool. It's almost like a soft water that she's just come on here. Mm-hmm. So we got a little nice texture here that homogenizes everything down, calms it down. And I love the very feminine lips. You've got a little bit of Angelina Jolie in there, respectfully said. Little pillows within pillows, little round shapes within round shapes. And the profile is banging. You'll notice that when we talk about flow, I used to have great conversations with Steve Wang about flow. Notice that this angle repeats here. That angle repeats here. That angle repeats here, and it repeats here. So Bianca was able to get into flow. And I'm so proud to say this is your first sculpture.
My very first time ever sculpting.
Yeah.
Like ever. Yeah. Except for when I was like little with Play-Doh. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it.
Well, I'm proud for you, I gotta tell you. Needless to say, I want you to keep sculpting.
I definitely will. You've like got a little bug in me now. Like,
good. And you guys have seen me talk many times about this. My hope for her is that she goes ahead and makes a mold of this. You would take the first one out of the mold if it were a polyfoam and latex or what have you, or a backfilled silicone, whatever it is. You throw the number one under the bed. It's forgotten. That's a master that you have. And then let's say you run a few polyfoam and latex and you seam them and you do 2 different paint jobs. Because this is aquatic, she has the option of going for everything from spotted patterns like you see on the seashell that inspired the Predator to all kinds of iridescence, green iridescence, darker patterns back here, more pale patterns up here, blues, greens. I love the colors, as you can see, of the cool spectrum. Everybody seems to have their own taste. Like some people will like reds and oranges. I've always gravitated towards the blues and greens and what have you. I do want to mention one of her secrets, not a big secret here, but these are just taxidermy eyes from our friends over at Silpac in Burbank, California. Bianca walked in and saw these. I think they were about $30.
Yeah.
And so worth it.
Absolutely. I think they brought the piece together because I was definitely the eyes.
Yeah.
Like Joe mentioned, I was struggling.
Yeah.
So I definitely think this helped the statue come to life.
Totally apropos to the subject matter. Now we just had Joe on, and Joe did a sculptural iris, which works so well for the formal nature of that beautiful tribute sculpture. Her going for the glass eye, it's just fun because you're right there in the playing field, don't even have a paint job yet, and you already get that kind of buzzed out realism in the glass. 2 different treatments, both have equal value. And well, once again, the way that this piece wins so heavily for me is that you have, for lack of a better term, you have the hot against the cold, the day against the night. You're working on different levels and not crowding things too much. And once again, I'm just going to go like this so that everybody can just hang out with it. I did have a brief discussion with Bianca about the neck muscles, which for everybody who's sculpting out there, if you get a head cast and that head is pretty cranked down into the body, into the torso, that doesn't have to stop you. She did a beautiful drawing of long muscles here and was able to expand the neck and get something more feminine by pushing the collarbone down and elongating those muscles. And once again, it's just beautiful. I don't have anything else to say other than bravo.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see what you sculpt next.
Awesome. Well, thank you for everything.
Yeah,
I truly appreciate
my
it.
pleasure,
It's been awesome.
my pleasure. And thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our young and new artists. Please follow Joe. Certainly you're already following, but I want you to follow Bianca, and we can't wait to see what they sculpt next. And your support and kind words is like food for the artists. It's like a fresh glass of water, and we thank you for your kindness. And well, thank you again.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you guys.
goodbye.
Bye.